Oh.
Leaving meeting. Continue.
Continue.
Oh. This one. And this one. White.
These are hot ones, eh?
It's Family Fortunes, and tonight's families are Duncan.
Oh,
All right. So, evening, folks. Oh, I need to stop that. Right, evening, folks. We are going to start this week's quiz with another Family Fortunes round. As usual, you have 7 guesses to a topic, and in this category you want to get the most popular answers. The most popular answers will get you some points. So 7 guesses to a famous song that has a type of footwear in the title. Famous song that has a type of footwear in the title. So as usual, you get 7 guesses. There's 5 answers on the screen. Ooh. That one. Yeah, so 5 answers. You get to have 7 guesses, and you want the most popular ones. Jazzy little tune. Hannah's not in my room today, she's somewhere else, so I've got keep myself occupied. Oh, there's Abby. Here we come. Oh. All right. Hey Abby, our Family Fortunes round this week is a famous song that has a type of footwear in the title. A famous song that has a type of footwear in the title. And it's, you get 7 guesses, and we're looking for the most popular ones. Say popular ones, you know, 100 people asked. You've got about 30 seconds, and then we'll go into round 2. So obviously this is our last one for a couple of weeks. Next week we're not going to have a quiz, and then the week after we're going to have the quiz that I'm rather excited for. There'll be different rounds, there'll be different ways of doing it, but you've got to have 10-sided dice. 10 lots of 10-sided dice. And that is in the Facebook chat if you need in a Facebook group if you need a link to Amazon to help you out. But I will obviously help out if anybody let me know if you need me to help out with that. Right, let's go into round 2, which is this week. Oh, Lord. There you go. Don't know why that would go on 41 seconds. But it's a House of Games round, and we are going to be looking at an answer smash round. So, with this round, we've done it a few times before. Oh, I actually need to get the presentation going. There we go. All answers will overlap. So there's 2 elements of the answer. There's a picture and there's a quiz question, and smash them together. So Paul Hollywood and Woodwind, you can smash those together to give you Paul Hollywood Wind. I'll give you half a point if you can get half of it. Full point if you get all of them. And the first round is countries. I'm going to show you a country's flag, and I need you to match the name of the country with the question that goes with it. So our first question, you got yourself a flag there, and the question is, what term refers to one's heritage or descent? What term refers to one's heritage or descent? So the last couple of letters, or last few letters of the country is the first few letters of the question. So we'll have 5 flags. Question number 2. What is the most used mobile operating system in the world? What is the most used mobile operating system in the world? Question number 3. Which pizza delivery company was founded in 1960? Which pizza delivery company was founded in 1960? Question 4. Which member of Westlife has 2 children called Koa and Zeki? Which member of Westlife has 2 children called Koa and Zeki? And who composed the music for Toy Story? Who composed the music for Toy Story? Question 6 gives us a new category. I'm looking at Marvel Cinematic Universe actors. So it's the actor or actress's name and then wind up with the question. So, what is the name of this round? It'll always match up with their surnames, by the way. Question 7. What West Sussex town is 10 miles from Brighton? What West Sussex town is 10 miles from Brighton? Question 8. What term is given to a person who deliberately sets fires to property? What is the term given to a person who deliberately sets fires to property? Question 9. What Sega mascot has had games with subtitles of Boom and Unleashed? What Sega mascot has had games with subtitles of Boom and Unleashed? Your final question. What is the mammary gland of many mammals called? What is the mammary gland of many mammals called? Oh. All right, any questions repeat, guys? We all happy with our answers? I can't see any waggly fingers. All right, so your answers from round 1 are, bring us back to us. Round 1, so as usual, if you've given me this answer, I want you to put the number next to it, and then you can do some sums afterwards, all right? So top answer was these boots are made for walking. So if you put that down, write down the number 47. These boots were made for walking was 47. Second answer was blue suede shoes. Blue suede shoes was 26. Third one, kinky boots. Kinky boots for 13. Number 4 was crocodile shoes. Crocodile shoes for 8. And the final one was goody 2 shoes for 6. Goody 2 shoes for 6. I do heighten some of these scores. So you've got to add them all up. They will all add up to 100. I just spread out the additional numbers. So add them all up and then lop off the last number. So if you got 72, that gives you 7. If you got 48, you got 4. As always, pop them in the old chat. Round number 2. Let's bring up these guys again. Last opportunity to ask for any repeats. All right, so question number, that's what I want. Question number 1, countries. So that's Francestry, France and ancestry. I'm looking for Polandroid, Poland and Android. So Poland, if you got Poland, that's half a point. If you got the whole thing, 1 point. If you got Android, half a point. United King Domino's Pizza. United King Domino's Pizza. Czechoslovakian Egan. Czechoslovakian Egan. I know it's kind of Czech Republic, but I'm going for Czechoslovakia. So Czechoslovakia has Key and Egan. This one is Randy Newman. Randy Newman. Iran and Randy Newman. The MCU actors. Here I was looking for Chris Evans Smash. Chris Evans and Answer Smash. Chris Evans Smash. This is Chris Hemsworthing. Chris Evans. Chris Hemsworth and Worthing. Chris Hemsworthing. Brie Larsonist. Brie Larson and Arsonist. Scarlett Johansson the Hedgehog. Scarlett Johansson and Sonic the Hedgehog. And Paul Rudder. Paul Rudder. Paul Rudd and Udder. So you're allowed half points on that one. And also do that. No. I want that one. Get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Everyone can play.
I know. There you go.
Hello and welcome to the quick draw game. Everyone can play, win, lose or draw. And here's your host, Bob Mills.
Don't know what he's talking about. Your host is me. I guess in a way, your host is Hannah. So I'm going to be drawing some bits and pieces for you when I'm just sliding over here for a bit. I'm trying to get you to guess something, but Hannah's not actually given me the category yet. So I will find out when you guys do. Try to find a good pen. All right. So I just need to try and find this. Can't seem to find it. Let's do this. Let's do that and that and that. All right. So it looks like we've got songs. I don't know if they're all songs on the all themes of songs, but it's a song. So I'm going to give myself a timer. I'm going to give myself rather generous 15 seconds. Here's your first question. All right. So that is a song. All right. Question number 2 is a film. Here we go. Just get my style started. Here we go. Oh no! Oh no! I'm pretty pleased with that. That is a film. Ah, I see. I see Hannah's theme now. I see Hannah's theme. Oh no! Oh no! Question number 3. Oh God. Okay. Is a saying. Give myself an extra 5 seconds for this because sayings are hard. Okay. Okay. There's a saying. Question number 4. Oh God. Right. Okay. Is a TV show. God. Okay. Here we go. That's all you're getting. I'll do this. There you go. You get that. It's a TV show. There is a theme running through all of these. And the last one is, oh no, is both a phrase and a TV show. Nope, don't want that at all. There you go. So it's a TV show or a saying. Oh no. Just move that across a bit. Just don't know what you guys can see. All right, so 1 point for each of these. So that was Last Christmas. This one is The Last of the Mohicans. This one is Last Man Standing. This one is Last of the Summer Wine. And our final one is Last Leg. Very, very nicely done there, Hannah. Very nicely done. All right, so with this pointless round, we are going to stick with the kind of the preset answers that we did a couple weeks ago, meaning you're going to get some sets of questions and you've got to try and discern what the most pointless answers are. So what answers did the fewest people give the answer to? So there's 10 points available. The most obscure is worth 5 points. And you can attempt as many as you like, but you've got to give me only one answer as your final answer. Okay, so I'll give you the first set of questions. They're all British landmarks, but they're anagrams of British landmarks. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of minutes to try and discern what British landmarks they are. And then you are to write down the one you think is the most obscure, the fewest people will have worked out. So they're all British anagrams of British landmarks. Which one of those British landmarks did the fewest people get when it was asked to 100 people? And of course, your answer needs to be right and obscure. So you can't just say, the fewest people got number 4. I want to know what 4 is, and then you can have the points. Okie doke. So I'm gonna make, if you now want to just decide which of the answers that you've worked out is the most obscure, I'll give you about 10 seconds before I go through the answers. Okie doke. So the least obscure and worth 1 point is Loch Ness, number 5. The second least obscure and worth 2 points, if you pick this one, is the top one, Stonehenge. If you chose the second one and correctly discerned that that was Houses of Parliament, that was 3 points. The fourth one, worst Chief Fivefold, is the White Cliffs of Dover. If you got White Cliffs of Dover, you can have 4 points. And for 5 points, if you worked out what 4 was and put it as your answer, was Hampton Court Palace. So if you said Stonehenge, if Stonehenge was your choice, you get 2 points. If you said Houses of Parliament was your choice, it was 3 points. White Cliffs of Dover is worth 4. Hampton Court Palace is 5, and Loch Ness is 1. But you only get one of those depending on which one you've chosen in the first place. Your second set of questions are book titles. 5-word book titles. In each one of these 5-word book titles, I've missed out the second word. Again, which one is the most obscure? The blank in the Willows, the blank of Dorian Gray, the blank and the Fury, the blank in the Hat, the blank of the Spirits. So again, you might know 3 of those, but you're only allowed to give 1. Right, so I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to decide which one of your answers that you've worked out is the most obscure. So you can lock in only one answer. Okay, so hopefully you've written down one word that is worth a number of points if it's right. So the least obscure one, oh, hang on a second, just going to admit. Okay, the least obscure one is the first one with wind. Wind gets you 1 point. Cat gets you 2 for the Cat in the Hat. 3 points for picture, the picture of Dorian Gray. 4 points for sound, for the sound of the Fury, and 5 points if you knew the last one, which was the House of the Spirits. The House of the Spirits. So there's a maximum of 10 points if you got the 2 most obscure ones, which would have been very impressive. But your 2 scores, add them up. Right. We're doing. Oh, it's a good job I put in my extra round this week. We've got 8 rounds this week. We're making good ends through our rounds. Let's just check everything's ready for the next round. So. We played Hole in the Wall once before. Let's go back to Hole in the Wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a wall, and then I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to get into the shape that I'm going to show you on the wall. All right, so you'll need to give yourself a bit of space. Give yourself a bit of space. You'll probably want to limber yourself up. Get flexible. Point at somebody. You know, if you're in a pair, you've got to decide which one of you's got to play. You know, no, I don't want to do it. You do it. You know, you do it. You do it. You do it. So I'm going to show you a wall, and I want you to get into the shape of the wall. I'm then going to take a screenshot of all of your best attempts at replicating this wall, and then I'm going to put the wall over it and see how successful you all are in wall creating. Are we all ready? So you will have 30 seconds from you now. There's your wall. Bring on the wall. Bring on the wall. I might give this a little bit of a black backdrop here. Bring on the wall. There you go. You have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I've printed the screen. I've printed the screen. Right, I will come back to you about your points in a moment. It's a silly round, but get you all out your seats. Oh, there's some really good plans here. There's some interesting walls going on there, everybody. It's lovely, lovely. Okay, so I will get back to you about your scores in a bit. Actually, I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to tell you now, rather than me faffing about. Right, and then even Hannah played along. I like that. I like that. Okay, so my 5 pointers are. Go on. Ian and Hannah can have 5 points. Absolutely. Oh, the Ingrams. Ingrams can have 5 points. Absolutely. Alice has been rather smart there. I'll give her 4 points. So what did I say? 3 points. 3 points. 3 points is 4 points. 3 points to who's that? Oh, that's the Dingleberries. Dingleberries can have 3 points. Oh, Abby can have 3 points. She fits my profile. I'm not quite sure what I'm seeing there. Not quite sure what I'm seeing there. I think I can give everybody else 2 points. Everybody else can have 2 points. Well done, everybody. You all did very well. Well done, everyone. All right, let's get back to some normal quizzing, shall we? Right. It's the last of these, so I thought I'd give you a little bit of a treat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the celebrity TV quiz, Shooting Stars.
All right. So, a few weeks ago, I sang for you some songs. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to sing you some songs, but in the pub singer style that they wonderfully introduced in Shooting Stars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sing you very badly some choruses of some songs, and you've got to try and work out what I'm singing. Hopefully everybody knows what these songs are. As always, I've got a little selection. All right, so your first song, I just have to set these up so I can actually hear them, because otherwise it would be absolute anarchy if I'm trying to do it from memory. Here we go. Okay, so question number 1. You get 2 points if you can name it before I stop singing. 1 point if you can name it after I stop singing. All right. So if you need me to repeat it, I'm not going to repeat it. So question number 1 is as follows. Hip 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 hoo, hip hoo, hip 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 hoo, hoo hoo, hip hip hoo, hoo hoo, hip 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 Okay, and that's your first question. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? Question number 2. So if you manage to write that down before I stop singing, I mean, you can't call this noising. Before I stop noising, you can have 2 points. After I stop noising, 1 point only. Okay. Here we go. Question number 2. There's your answer. That's your question. That's question 2. Gotta do the elbows. You can't help yourself from doing the elbows. It's very can't pin down those elbows. was your question 2? So the next second. Song number 3 is That's question 3. Question 4, which was originally going to be my question 5, but I just needed to change to question 5. Question number 4. That's your question 4. I mean, it's a banger. That's got to turn the volume all the way up for that one, and I'll sing that out the windows of the car, exactly like that. Question number 5. Are we all ready for question number 5? I mean, you absolutely all know the next song, and if you don't, we've got words. Okay. Question number 5. It's prepping. And that was your question number 5. Thank you, everybody. I think thanks. I mean, it's tiring. It's a workout. I mean, I'm not going through those again. So shall I just go through your answers? No, absolutely not, Ian. I'm not doing that one again. I think I've broken my voice. Question number 1 was Bjork Sits Oh So Quiet. Question number 2 was Salt and Pepper's What a Man. Question number 3 was The Monkees' I'm a Believer. Question number 4 was Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten. And number 5 was, of course, Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. Goodness. Right. I need a moment to myself. Right, okay. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, that one. And of course, we all know this intro. All right, so whilst Hannah's just sorting out your final scores and popping them all through, as always, our final 2 rounds are player cards right, and of course we're going to follow that up with QI. I've got some absolutely corking statistics for you this week, team. Corking statistics. Last week, a little bit somber. I'll take that on board. But this week, corkers of statistics. It's the sort of statistics that makes you interested in statistics and also makes you interested into what's going through these people's minds when they ask these questions. So we'll just Hannah's going to let me know if anybody's got any missing scores. Otherwise, she's going to let me know who our top 5 teams are. So we need Chrissy's score. Team Bailey. Okay, so I think our leaders this week has just been sent through. Or is that the missing score? Is that a missing score? Is that the leader?
That's the leader.
Okay, lovely. So our leader this week are the Ingrams. Team Ingram, your first question is, according to a YouGov survey from 21st of May, what percentage of UK adults think aliens exist? So there was a survey allowing people to say aliens exist, but they've never visited Earth. Aliens exist, but they haven't visited Earth. Aliens don't exist. Otherwise, the classic, I don't know. What percentage of responses said they believed that aliens exist in the UK?
38.5.
38.
Sean says 0.5, so
38.5. All right, 38.5%, and everybody. Now it goes over to everybody else, higher or lower. It's not bang on the money, so no prizes for you this week. No point either. You're a bit further away than your 5%, I'm afraid. Higher or lower? The correct answer, everybody, is 50%, so higher. 50% think aliens exist. Question number 2 goes to Alice. Back to Alice. Here we go. Your question this week. According to a YouGov survey from the 21st, what percentage of UK adults have visited the hairdresser or barber since the easing of lockdown restrictions? So this survey was on the 21st, so that's best part of a week ago. What percentage of UK adults have visited the hairdresser or barber since the easing of the lockdown restrictions in their area?
I'm going to go with 57%.
57%, everybody. Higher or lower than 57%? No prize, no points, I'm afraid, this week, Alice. 57%. The correct answer, everybody, is 44%. So lower was the answer I was looking for everyone there. Question number 3 is going to team 998903, otherwise known as the Dingles. So, okay. According to a YouGov survey from the 20th, what percentage of UK adults eat biscuits at least once a day? Steph and Gareth feel judged. That's fine. I mean, I would absolutely have said me too. There was an option of more regularly than once a day, and then like once a week. At least once a day.
We're gonna say 42.
42%.
Yeah,
Higher or lower than 42%, everybody? Again, no prize. Again, no point. It's hard, isn't it? It's almost like I've constructed this to make the top 5 teams struggle a little bit. So the correct answer from 42, I was looking for lower. I think these people are lying. 20%. 20%. Liars. Absolute liars, yeah. In at number 4, and I think the following 2 questions are my favorite 2 questions. And I'm so pleased that in 4th place is Abby. Your question this week, Abby, is, according to a YouGov survey, I'm just beside myself with how much I love this survey. According to a YouGov survey from the 19th, what percentage of UK adults think they could beat a goose in a fight? What percentage of UK adults think they could beat a goose in a fight?
Can I go 78%, please, Dan?
78%. Of course you can. 78%. Higher or lower than 78%. People they could beat up a goose. The correct answer, everybody, is lower. 45% of people think they could beat up a goose in a fight. I think that's probably fair. Geese are vicious.
Bunch of Jessies fighting those geese.
Now, it's an interesting question that I'm now going to throw to team number 5, which is the Chippers. Your question, according to a YouGov survey from the 19th, what percentage of UK adults think they could beat a rat in a fight? What percentage of UK adults can think they could beat a rat in a fight? They haven't experimented with this, of course. This is coming from a survey where there was literally 3 pages of animals where people were asked if they think they could beat them in a fight. I picked out goose and rats. There was also elephants and tigers on this list. They're a little bit more obvious.
We're going 73%. I feel terrible with our rats in front of us.
73%, higher or lower than 73%. Well, I can tell you there's been no points given out this week, but you are the closest with your 70, what did you say, 75%. So the correct answer for everybody else is lower. Only 67% of people said they could beat a rat in a fight. 67%. Maybe they're scared of rats. I don't know. It's an odd survey, go and have a look at it on YouGov website. It's a cracking read. Cracking read. Right. Scores in the chat as we go into our final round, which, as we all know, is this one. All right, so a final round. Here we are on our final round. So, as always, I'm going to give you 5 questions. I'm going to give you 3 answers. One of those answers will get you a point. One of those questions will lose you a point, and one of those answers will do nothing to your score. Sorry, I've just got some music playing in the background. Get rid of that. Right. Okay. Question number 1. What do penguins do when a plane flies above them? What do penguins do when a plane flies above them? Is it A, they run away? B, they watch the plane, and then as it passes overhead, they tilt their heads and fall over? Or is it C, they hide their heads under their wings? What do penguins do as a plane flies over them? Is it they run away, they watch the plane, and as it passes overhead, they tilt their heads and fall over? Or they hide their heads under their wings? Yes, Chris. So as far as I could tell from the survey, there is one person who just went through the entire survey and went, yeah, I can beat that. 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 A lion, a gazelle, elephants, giraffes, doesn't matter. They reckon, yeah, I can beat that. Maybe they've got a gun. I don't know. Question number 2. Charles VI, who became King of France in 1380, was convinced he was made of what? Charles VI, who became King of France in 1380, was convinced he was made of what? Was it A, blue cheese, B, excrement, or C, glass? Blue cheese, excrement, or glass? Charles VI, who became King of France in 1380, was convinced he was made of blue cheese, excrement, or glass? I'm with you, Chris. It takes a level of chutzpah. I haven't said that word in a while. A good level of chutzpah. Question number 3. What was the speed limit on the M1 when it first opened? What was the speed limit on the M1 when it first opened? Was it 50 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour, or there wasn't one? What was the speed limit on the M1? 50, 100, or there wasn't one? Question number 4. I apologize if there's anybody who can speak Chinese here, or I don't know, any variant on Chinese. Mandarin. In 2008, the festival of Kangming, Kangming, I think that's a Q, Q-U-I-N-G, M-I-N-G, Kangming, I think, was declared a national holiday by China. By what name is it referred to in the West? 2008, the festival of Kangming was declared a national holiday by China. What name is it referred to in the West? Is it A, Clean Chimney Day, B, Earring Day, or C, Tomb Sweeping Day? A, Clean Chimney Day, B, Earring Day, or C, Tomb Sweeping Day? tell you, this was actually in the news quite recently. I remember reading this on the news, on BBC News. And your final question, question number 5. In 15th century England, which of these was considered to be attractive? In 15th century England, which of these was considered very attractive? Was it a low forehead, a high forehead, or eyebrows that met in the middle? A low forehead, a high forehead, or eyebrows that met in the middle? I can see that people are checking themselves and wondering if they're considered attractive or not. I'll tell you if you're attractive or not in a couple of minutes. All right, any repeats of questions, guys? All right, question number 1. Penguins. The misconception is that they watch the plane, it passes overhead and tilt their heads and fall over. So you lose 1 point if you said that. The correct answer is they run away. They run away. They get scared. The misconception dates from the Falklands War. So A, 1 point, B, -1 point, and C, nothing happens. Question number 2. Charles VI was convinced he was made of sea glass. Apparently it's a relatively common thing, and he took special measures to make sure that he didn't break. I say common. He's not the only person to have done that. You lose 1 point if you said excrement. Question number 3. The speed limit on the M1 when it first opened was not existent. Part C, there wasn't one. B would have lost you 1 point. It was designated to be 100, but there was actually no official speed limit given. Question number 4, that festival in China, it is, you lose 1 point if you said earring day. You gain 1 point if you said tomb sweeping day. C, tomb sweeping day. On the 5th of April, people cleaned the tombs of their ancestors. It was suppressed by the communist government in 1949, but it lived on in Hong Kong and Taiwan and came back relatively recently as a national holiday in China. And question 5, you people with high foreheads, you were sexy in the 15th century. High forehead B was a point. You lose 1 point if you said C, eyebrows that met in the middle. Women used to pluck their foreheads to be fancy. And there's your last quiz. There's your last regular Cardinal Variety quiz. Oh, you lovely one there, Hannah. Thank you. Oh, thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you, everybody. I'm gonna print that screen, so I've got that. Thank you, everyone. Oh, you are very welcome. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you over the last however many weeks it's been. Absolute pleasure. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for all keeping me company as well. And hopefully I'll see you all in a couple of weeks for our super special quiz.
The grand final
Game.
final.
Yeah, the grand final. Yeah, exactly right. Well, much love to everybody. Thank you so much. That was lovely of you. Much love to everybody. Take care, everyone, and I'll hopefully see you all soon.
Bye, Daniel.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, Dan. See you later.
Thanks, Dan.
Bye. You're welcome.
Bye.
Thanks, Dan. Thank you.
You're welcome, everyone. Take care, everyone. Bye.
You pleased with the Danny? This is a good one, wasn't it?